highlights, we'll draw your attention to the television screens once more and have a chance to sample some of the outstanding plays and the career of a guy that wore number 19, was a Super Bowl champion, and led the league in yards per reception on more than one occasion. He was special. Opelousas' own Devery Henderson. A native of Opelousas, Louisiana, and a star at Opelousas High School, Devery Henderson went on to star in track and field and in football at LSU, winning national championships in both sports. Henderson was drafted in the second round by New Orleans in 2004, the 50th pick overall. After playing spot duty in 2004 and 2005, Henderson became a fixture at wide receiver for the Saints with the arrival of Sean Payton in 2006. In the return to the Superdome in 2006 against the Atlanta Falcons, Henderson recorded his lone rushing touchdown as a Saint, scoring on the play known as the Superdome Special on Monday Night Football in a 23-3 victory over the Falcons on perhaps the most emotional night in franchise history, as the Saints' return to New Orleans signaled a clear return from the devastation of Hurricane Katrina, and the Saints and their fans displayed tremendous resilience in the process. In Super Bowl 44, a 31-17 win over the Indianapolis Colts in Miami, Henderson was a key contributor with 7 catches for 63 yards from game most valuable player Drew Brees. It tied Marcus Colston for the most receptions in the big game. Henderson's 18.1 yards per reception from 2006 to 2012 was the NFL's highest total. His career receiving average of 17.9 remains a club record, and he owns the 2 highest single-season receiving averages in club history, 24.8 in 2008 and 23.3 in 2006. In the Super Bowl season of 2009, Henderson enjoyed his most productive season with 51 receptions for 804 yards and a pair of touchdowns.
Back off, zone blitz, Brees steps up, finds time, wide open, and there it is! Drew Brees to Devery Henderson, and ties the game with a record.
Devery Henderson, hey, it's your old coach, Sean Payton. Just leaving you this video message. Congratulations on tremendous honor going into the Saints Hall of Fame. I want you to know how valued you were as one of our players and being a part of that Super Bowl run. You were one of the most unselfish guys I've ever coached. You were tough, fantastic route runner. You ran fast, blocked, you did everything. And I want you to know it was an honor for me to have a chance to coach you, and we'll walk together forever with that Super Bowl championship. So enjoy this. You deserve it, and through that, we'll see you later.
Henderson was also an excellent blocker, providing tremendous assistance to the Saints' run game throughout his tenure with New Orleans. Henderson played 124 regular season games, including 76 starts for the Saints from 2004 to 2012, and caught 245 passes for 4,377 yards and 20 touchdowns. He also had 18 carries for 119 yards and a score. Henderson also appeared in 8 postseason games with 7 starts and had 31 receptions for 464 yards and 4 touchdowns in those playoff games. He was a prominent member of the Super Bowl 44 championship team. Upon retiring, Henderson remained in South Louisiana and remains a member of our community today, a place he loves and where fans of Opelousas, LSU, and the New Orleans Saints love him back with interest.
When Devery stepped on the field, there was going to be some speed involved. And that element opened up a lot of other areas for our offense. So it wasn't just his ability to stretch the field and get down the field and make plays. down the field, but it also opened up some other areas for guys like Marcus Colston and that to work the middle of the field and be open. And again, you know, just what a great teammate. Like, Devery was always willing to do, you know, all the dirty work, things that not a lot of receivers really want to do. And Devery probably didn't really want to do it, but he did it because that's what helped the team. And I think that's kind of the culture that we've had here, and certainly one of the more memorable plays in my mind. Obviously, there's several, but you know, we all talk about the Steve Gleason block punt and the rebirth of the Superdome and the reopening of the Superdome. But we also had the Superdome special on the double reverse against Atlanta, where Devery came around and scored, and that was an unbelievable play. What a great career. Appreciate the fact that I had an opportunity to watch him play and was here for most of that career. So congratulations, Devery Henderson.
Please welcome to the Saints Hall of Fame, Devery Henderson. At this time, we'd like to bring up Mr. Rodney Miller, who's the Director of Marketing at Treasure Chest for Boyd Gaming. They are our sponsors of our Hall of Fame portraits this year, and of course they host our weekend every year with Boyd Gaming and IP on the Gulf Coast in Biloxi. We have our Hall of Fame weekend each and every year, which they graciously host and take great care of us, and all of our former players thoroughly enjoy that. So I'll give you Mr. Rodney Miller. Rodney, come on up.
Thank you, Ken. On behalf of Boyd Gaming, Treasure Chest Casino, and IP Biloxi, it's a pleasure to be here as a presenting sponsor. About a year ago, the state of Louisiana brought in sports betting, and can only imagine